Hey, we here, everybody. This is it. One last hoorah, one last TI interview. How's everybody doing? It's your friendly neighborhood Guido, aka Ray Rock, aka the Hype Man, aka the TI legend himself who never got a date. How you all doing? Welcome to Reality Alert, the show. I'm not a host, but go ahead, guys.
That was perfect, Ray
That
Rock.
was amazing.
That was perfect. Folks,
Sorry,
we
the
got Ray
coffee
Rock
kicking
back
out,
on the
so.
pod. This is very exciting.
I thought we were hosting Rocky Balboa himself. I thought we had
Yes.
Sly on the pod.
Hey, Adrian. Hey, how you doing, Adrian? You did it. Hey.
Where's your pet turtle, Ray Rock? Do you have a pet turtle
Yeah.
around? No pet turtle. It died. Oh, that's
No
sad.
girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's too bad.
No Buckus either. No Buckus. He's not around.
Do you at least have a girlfriend that works for the pet store nearby? No, damn it.
No,
Are
but she'll
you
see
a
it. Probably.
fan
Don't
of
say
drinking
it.
eggs? Do you drink raw egg?
No, not drinking
Okay.
raw eggs. No, that's old school. No. But once in a while, you'll see me running around catching the chicken. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
too.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
goes the speed rock. You know,
Come on, Rock. Yeah.
you gotta crack thunder. Hey,
That was my
I got no
impression
locker.
of Nick from.
I do a
from
great
Rocky.
Sly Stallone impression, so you already heard it a little bit.
Yeah.
So. It's crazy.
Why did
I'm the
you
man
ever
himself.
do it on the show and we didn't see it?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of things that were really TV worthy. So like the Sly Stallone impersonation, the how you doing. Like if the castmates do watch this in the Girlsville, they'll tell you I said how you doing so many times, and it became so. It's so amazing and infectious that I remember me and Big James were in the confessional saying how you doing. No, it's not a how you doing. It's a how you doing. Oh my God. Fantastic, but I can't take the credit. It's not. I didn't create.
Wait,
that.
what is
It
this?
was
How you
from,
doing?
what's his name
Like
from
Joey
Friends.
from Friends, or what is the how
Yes,
you doing?
that's exactly what it is.
Oh, like how
So
you
it's not-
doing?
I thought you were saying that was
how
a.
you doing?
How
I
you
thought-
doing?
I thought you were
I can't
saying.
claim that.
I thought
I
you were
can't claim
saying that
that,
that was
no.
like a Rocky catchphrase, and I kept being like
No,
trying to remember
no.
the scenes from Rocky where he's like, "How you doing?"
But it's from you know I'm not a big Friends guy, but just for how you doing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't have
when
many
we
friends.
say on TI. No, from the show,
Oh, I
the
see,
TV
okay.
show. Friends. It's not a how you doing, it's a how you doing. So, my God, they'll tell you the same thing. The people in my house that didn't make TV, but it was funny as hell. Oh my God.
Copyright issues.
I can't believe we didn't see
Yeah.
that. That was the
No, wait,
heart.
that's Friends is an NBC property. Universal and USA Network is NBC. They could have aired that.
They could have aired that.
They could have.
Oh,
They could have. Oh, I'm so
Fools.
mad that people be.
fools.
Oh my God, it would have been great.
You
Classic,
were cross
honestly.
promoting. You were plugging
Yeah.
for Peacock, and missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
Did you do any
Uh,
Seinfeld bits while you were out there? were you
No.
and
no.
James doing Jerry and George, and you were like,
No.
"What's the
no,
deal with all these temptees?" George is like,
No,
"I don't like
no.
the temptees, Jerry."
Oh shit. But not just that. They didn't show a lot of things. Like probably the other castmates said to you guys, and there's so much funny shit that they didn't show. But just
Yeah.
from what my funny thing was definitely the Sly Stallone impersonation and the how you doing. I would say that every morning. Like I would say something. Oh wow, it's nice outside. How you doing? Oh look, the food looks cooked. How you doing? You're like, this is funny. Oh my God. What good times. Good times.
Ray Rock, let's talk about the second half of the show, because we covered the first half last time we had you and Marissa on. Let's talk about how you didn't get any dates. What the hell happened? Is it all
you
Deke's
really
fault?
disappointed us. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, and you didn't secure a date.
Is it Deke's fault?
I know.
Did you read
I
any
think it's
dating strategy books before you went out there, and do you think that would have helped? Did you try peacocking while you were out there at all?
Yeah.
I'll say this, that this is, I think a lot of people want to know because they see my personality, and yet half America was like, good riddance, get rid of him. But then the other part of America, which the East Coast, New York especially, were like, why did this
Go
guy get a thing? He was funny. He was cool with everybody. What? I think this is my own analysis of now taking the time off from TI and getting away from that island, 9 months of just reflecting on everything. I just think this. At the end of the day, I just think it was just all about connections, and it is an experiment type of show. I just felt, you know what, like an Italian from New York, he's loud, outgoing, this and that. Some women can be turned off by that, and some will actually like that. I felt, listen, I just feel, in my opinion, I felt like deserved a date, at least one. Just give a kid a chance, give a guy a chance. He flew all this way on the first time on an airplane to find love and there for the right reason. You know what I mean?
Well,
and yet your boy never got a chance. It broke my heart. It did.
Ray Rock, we talked with Iris about this because last week we had Luke and Iris on.
Did you?
The show, and we talked with her about this. You know what she had to say about this, because she said she really liked Ray Rock a lot. She was a big fan of Ray Rock and was wanting to take you out on a date. Then Deke came, and you know what? She said she still wanted to take you out on a date. Producers didn't quite feel the same way.
She said she wanted to take you on the she said she wanted to take you on the final date, but that the producers
I'm getting out of my seat for that. What?
She didn't tell you this? She wanted to take you on the final date, but because of storyline, the producers made her take Deke.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
Yep, they did you dirty, Ray Rock.
Damn.
They did you dirty.
You know, I'll say this. So with this new information, which, by the way, people, I did not know this at all.
You didn't know
news
that?
to me.
We thought you
guys
knew. Otherwise, we would have told you off air.
No, I didn't know that. I mean, I know. Look,
folks, this is a real, genuine reaction right here, right now. How does it make you feel, Ray Rock?
It makes sense. I'll say this. So it makes sense why they brought Deke. They said during the interviews which person you like from previous seasons. I know Iris picked Deke, went with the storyline. But the fact that I wasn't even in consideration, it makes sense because me and Iris did have wonderful conversations after Ashley picked Blake. And then I was just like, damn, like me and Ashley had a little bit of a thing, but she's going with her heart with Blake. So cool. Me and Iris became really close after that. I would say probably after the third date selections, like in terms of them going on dates after the elimination. Me and her had wonderful conversations on camera, off camera. And it makes sense to this news when I'm hearing now that if she would have picked me, it would have been like, damn, cool. But at that point, I see it like this. I don't think it'd be a game changer because, at that point, she loves Luke and she was gonna pick Luke. But but like that would be.
But it would have been nice. America could have got to know you a little bit better. I think the audience deserved to get to know Ray Rock better.
I mean, let's put it this way: with the biggest plot twist ever in TI history. Jesus, where this guy?
That would have been hilarious.
Where Ray Rock come from?
Yeah,
that'd be
she
insane.
rejects Luke's proposal during the glide cam going around them, and then all of a sudden, Mark Wahlberg comes down. And he says, "Ray Rock, come on in," and then Ray Rock comes in, and Iris says, "I want to leave with Ray Rock." Yes, he comes into that music.
By God, that's Ray Rock's music,
and we hear from the distance in the palm trees. Yo, Iris! Right?
Iris!
Yo, Iris!
That would have been the story.
Eyes are swollen shut for some reason.
I mean, look, I'll say this. If the fact I was even in consideration for the final date from Iris's words, now I got to call Iris. Like, yo, I heard. You know, so that'd be.
You're gonna call
that
her.
would be
What
that would be a
time?
game changer.
What time of night are you gonna call Iris?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Just wondering.
I don't know. I'm gonna be like, I just did a podcast.
Yo, Iris,
With the
I
reality
heard you wanted to take me out on a date.
Iris,
I'm
what
still
up?
available. You're not married yet, you know.
You're not
No,
married
I
yet.
can't,
I
no.
could still be
No,
your
at the
final
end of the day,
date.
let's-
Santorini's still 2 years away. Plenty of time to
Hey.
still have some fun. Come on.
How you doing?
Come on. Oh, how you doing? I'll say this. Everybody that's watching, time out. Let's take a time out. Time out. That was 9 months ago, right? I learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Iris and Luke. Good friends with them now. So let's just
Yeah,
make that clear. But now I am intrigued about that. I ain't gonna lie. That would have changed the game. That made me more confident. My God. My self-confidence would have went through the roof. Imagine that. Final
Folks,
date.
you heard
I'm
it here
sitting there.
first.
I'm
Ray
there, the
Rock
final
has a
elimination.
chance
All
with
right, here we go.
Iris.
He's getting ready to be a home wrecker. He's gonna hop on his
on a
second
live
plane
podcast.
flight ever. He's gonna fly to Seattle.
We're joking, man. We're joking.
I know. Luke's gonna hit me up and be like, "Hey, man, we need to talk." So,
Uh-oh.
no, we're good. It's all love. It's all love. But that's awesome, though. That's really good news to hear. At least I was in consideration. But just shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'll say this, and I really haven't talked about this publicly. Even during the island, like after the first date, second date, third date, it's a TV show at the end of the day, but at the same time, my self-confidence definitely went down in terms of not being selected. I do feel, me personally, I was there for the right reasons, and even though I didn't find love, I at least would have liked to get a chance to show my other side of me. And you know, don't get me wrong, like I did show my vulnerable side with everybody, and you know, and it was really cool to do that in that type of atmosphere. But it would have at least been nice to be selected at least once. It's a shame that of all the guys, I was one of the guys that didn't get selected and made it pretty far in the process, but it is what it is. I accepted it. I'm gonna find my Adrian regardless out there, so she's out there. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
So are you single?
We'll see what else
right
happens,
now?
right?
Are you single right now?
I'm single, ready to mingle. You know, let's see if I can
Alright.
find my Adrian out there. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she's out there. Maybe she's on my phone. Who knows? You know.
Well, you know, on our last our Tempty reunion, there was some sparks, little tiny sparks between you and Karina potentially. What
How's that going?
did anything continue with that, or is that kind of have you guys moved on to just being friends?
I think at this point, I mean, it's just being friends. I mean, after that, the Tempe, yeah, it's just the way it is. I mean, she's out in LA. I'm in New York. You know what I mean? But I'm not opposed to something that could happen with me and her. It's just sometimes the vibe's not there. The connection could be there. There's the possibility, but at the same time, you can't force it. You know,
maybe you could start doing like online therapy with
it
her, and then maybe see how things go from there. You know,
yeah, just pay her money to talk to her and be like, so you're free.
That's what Hanya did.
Yeah, that's what Hanya really connected with her through therapy.
Respectfully, I don't want to go that route. The Hanya route.
No,
I'm definitely not doing that. I got enough problems as it is, but no, we're not going that route.
I have a tip for you. You have to tell her that her butt looks amazing.
Do you think I don't think your butt is amazing?
So just make sure that you tell her her butt looks amazing
during your therapy session.
Yeah.
I'll make sure if I ever book her, I'll tell her, hey, before we start, your butt looks amazing.
Yeah, and no one else's.
No one else's. ... Maybe. With that question mark. Oh, we're bad.
Yeah, she's a good sport about it.
She is great. Yeah, we love Karina. Yeah.
She loves it.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna watch us too. We're live too. Shit.
Yeah, we're just making fun of
Anyway.
Hanya.
Yeah, we take as many shots as we can. Yeah. We know. He's a
feel
nice guy.
bad.
You don't need to say that.
I don't
We
feel
know.
very magical right now.
Well, if anything, I didn't feel magical at some points on the island. I'll tell you that. I was with Hani with that. I think a lot of us didn't feel that magical towards the end. It was draining at the end. Very tired and just over it, you know.
It's because you were partying and working out so much, right?
Right, and then lack of food was bad, and
Really, they didn't feed
it
you?
was just.
They were starving you.
Well, you know,
I
no,
actually
you know
heard
what it
that. Didn't
was?
we hear this
Yeah,
from
I've
someone
been
else
hearing
too?
from multiple people that they were starving you guys.
So I see it like this, like, so when it comes to the groceries, at one point, beginning of the show, there's 16 of us. And then later on, once the season progressed, then it became 14, 13 of us. It just wasn't enough to go around to make everyone's
They
stomach
could. The
full.
producer
Yeah,
could
we had,
make a trip to the grocery store for you.
they did, but it's just like, we're all grown-ass men. We eat, we love it, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't
so
enough.
you
We're
ate more
working
than your
out.
allotted amount, and so mommy and daddy
Yeah,
said,
I ate a
no
lot.
more
I ain't
for
gonna
you.
lie. Yeah, I ate a lot. I ate a lot of snacks, some garbage food. But the craziest thing was I lost literally 10 pounds when I was on the island. And yet, all of us guys lost weight. Yet the single women claimed they gained weight, while us single men were losing weight. And we all had the same amount of like food given to us in terms of the producers getting us groceries. You know,
But
every
why
day
didn't they
or every
just get
2
you
days.
more groceries after you ate the food?
Budget? I don't know. I
Budget,
just
man,
knew-
supply
Oh.
chain issues. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, they simply couldn't.
Meanwhile,
I
you're
know,
looking out the windows at the crew eating a nice food truck and wishing you could go out there and enjoy.
I'm like this.
You know,
my
we've
God.
worked in film production, Max and I. We know how this stuff works.
So already know.
They had the budget.
They
They
could've
had the
gotten you more
budget. They
food.
could have helped you guys. They could have done that.
Like I said, if anything, we looked good on TV in terms of we were all lean.
Well, there you go. I
big,
guess
but,
if there's a possible.
but
Yeah, I was like, all these
We
guys
gotta
should be
be.
getting dates. You know, Ray Rock should get a date. He looks sexy as hell. You know.
it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. Move it anyway. All love, shout out to the couple women. Love you girls. So no, all love here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why weren't you at the reunion? Were you asked and then you couldn't make it, or?
So I see it like this with the reunion. It didn't make sense for me to be there as much as I wanted to see everybody after 6, 7 months after the island. With my storyline, I was just, again, the funny guy, the comic relief, the type of person where whatever's going on in the situation, I'll be in my confessional and making fun of it. So in terms of drama and like final dates and what happened after the island, it just didn't make sense in terms of me being there. And as much as I would have loved to see everybody and help out as much as I can with the situation, because I was there for a lot of the drama after
You
the
should have.
island.
You
Like,
should
for
have
example,
told the
Halloween weekend,
producers
I was
you
there.
had a big secret to expose, and set a big secret on the show. That would have been the way on.
You should've just
Yeah,
made,
you know what
made
it
up
is? Like,
something.
Yeah, just make up some bullshit like, hey, what happened to me? No.
I
It's not my
kissed
style.
Lascelles
You know
that
what I
night
mean? Like,
too.
hey, wait, hey, yo, I love Lascelles. He's the bro, but hey, yo. Nah.
Hey, do you want to be in the reunion or
I'll
not?
say this.
Yeah,
Like
do you
this,
want to be
like
in the
I said,
reunion or not,
on
Ray
the
Rock?
Empties reunion. Say that again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Say that again?
Oh, it's nothing.
We were just
we were laughing and joking. Yeah. Sorry. Keep going. You lagged for a
Oh,
second. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys are lagging too a little bit. But I was saying that, you know, as I was there at the incident of Halloween weekend of what I saw, it wasn't my place to say anything. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you know,
So that's
speaking
why I didn't. I mean,
I'm sorry. I think we got a little delay here.
Go
I
ahead,
might have a
I
little
see
lag
that.
and delay. Ray Rock, what was your thoughts on how things ended up with Lascelles and Ashley? Because it was pretty messy. It was pretty messy. When did you hear about it? When did you hear about you know, after it was all said and done? Like, what did you know about all this stuff that was happening with Lascelles at the Halloween party and all this stuff? Like, let's talk about Lascelles.
Yeah, so I was there for Halloween weekend. I was there. I witnessed the famous kiss, the famous hookup. To make it more clarified, we were all at a nightclub, and we all met up. We all, we haven't seen each other in, at that point, what was it, October? Like 2-3 months. A lot of us went out that night. I had work the next day because there's elections going on. So, but I still said, I'm gonna fuck it. I haven't seen these people. I grew great friendships with everybody, the single girls, the single guys. I didn't know Lascelles was coming out that night, but me and him spoke for the first time, and we had a good conversation. You know what I mean? He's a cool dude. We grew to become more friends and boys afterwards. When I saw the incident, when I saw the incident, like him hooking up with Alexis and then Juicy and then Megan, and I was like, oh shit, and I left. You know what I mean? It was like past 12 o'clock anyway, but I had to get up early for the next day for work. I had to be up at 6. So seeing that, I was like, damn, there's gonna be some drama. Now with the whole Ashley and Lascelles thing, I mean, it is. I'm more of a. It's not my place to say anything. You know what I mean? Sure. And it sucked because I didn't know about. See, that's the thing. Like, I got eliminated right before the final dates, so I don't know what happened. People need to understand. Like, some of us didn't know what was the final result of the island. So at that point, I didn't know if Lascelles was still with Ashley. I don't know if they selected each other to leave together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I didn't know him and Trace left the island together. I didn't know he was seeing Trace. So with that being said, again, it's not my place to say anything.
Yeah.
Of course, producers asked me like, what happened, this and that. I didn't know at that point. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what happened to make anyone feel bad. Because at the end of the day, I try to be neutral because I am friends with a lot of people on the show and love everybody. So I just try to stay in the middle. Netherlands, I guess you can say. Obviously, my 2 cents in terms of how I feel about the relationship in general. I just felt Lascelles got caught up. I felt like Ashley found her voice in a sense. And they both made the right decisions in terms of what they want to do on TI. It's probably not a fan favorite, but that's how I feel about the whole situation. I know Ashley is with someone new.
Oh, is she?
I'm happy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm happy for her in terms of she's been posting on social media with the new man. Happy for her. I wish her all the
folks,
best.
we're interviewing her tomorrow.
So yeah,
get excited for that. We'll ask her all about the new person in her life. Yeah. Yep.
No, definitely. And then with Lascelles, I don't know if he is seeing someone, but the last thing I heard was he was single. Just doing him, focusing on him, which he should. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing if you're single. Like, I'm single. I've been single for 3 years. And you just wait for the right person to come along. So
sure.
It's not a bad thing if you're single. If anything, have the fun now, and then someone comes along and you've done the work. I'm still growing and learning every day about myself. Shit. A lot of the guys would tell, even the couple girls, that I've learned some things on the island that I didn't know that wasn't, I don't want to say wasn't great, but I needed to work on, like in terms of like communication, like in terms of like how to be in a relationship. Because the longest relationship I've ever been was 4 or 5 months, and it's not really long.
Oh wow!
So I learned So I learned a lot from the women, the guys, and I've learned from TI, from that experience, and started to work on myself in terms of after the show.
So you're really interested in finding a actual like long-term relationship then at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I'm 28 years old. Like, I had my fun. I had my, as I would say, my pretty boy summer last year.
Sure.
I did my thing, but now I'm at a point where like I'm ready to settle down. Whether it be just doing it naturally, meeting people, whether it be on social media, whether it be on the apps, whether it just be another TV opportunity. I'm ready to find Mrs. Right, my Adrian, right?
Yeah, you got to start going to pet stores and around the Bronx, man.
Mate, well, I got to go to Philadelphia then, if anything. Shit. Hey, Apollo. Hey. Sure. But no, but I'll say this to let the people know, at this point in my life, after TI, I am in a good place, physically, mentally. Awesome. I had wonderful experiences on the island. But, like I said, hopefully more opportunities will come my way. And I got good hope, good faith in it. So fingers crossed.
Love to hear it. Let's talk a little bit about Hanya and Ash's storyline, which was an interesting one. What did you what did you think about Hanya ending up proposing to Ash at the end? Big shock for you coming from the end of being in the ladies' villa and seeing all the things Ash was saying about Hanya?
Yeah, I mean, being in the girls' villa, I could, just from talking to Ash and what we've heard later on the island, where we went from after every bonfire. Like I think I said this before on your podcast before, when we went from the girls grabbed certain guys to have those conversations to then everybody knew what was going on because we became a family and we knew what happened in each bonfire up until the end. So with Ash telling us what's going on and Hanya's doing the picture thing because she told us about it, it was meant for doom, is my honest opinion. On Hanya's flip side, we didn't know what was going on with that man. I found out about all he was going through just from talking to the single women, some of the couple guys, and watching it as a viewer, with the whole him proposing. I mean, it's how would I explain? It's hard to explain it because it's like, at the end of the day, he was following his heart, and you can't blame the man for that. But at the same time, Ash made her decisions of not focusing on her own specific relationship with him. She focused on herself, which not only her, I think all 4 women at the villa really focused on themselves and grew from this experience. I don't think none of them backtracked. I think they progressed in their specific journey because Mark said it the very beginning of the show. This is all about you now, your specific journey. Ash, had a connection with Taylor and she explored that connection. And Taylor did help Ash in many ways. And all the couple, not the couple guys, all the guys did. Tommy, Taylor, everybody. I think we all contribute to their growth, all 4 of them. Whether me saying my 2-piece or James or George or anybody, we all chipped in. It was a team effort. But it was a draining team effort. It was exhausting,
How surprised were you to hear that Ash received the fake number? And when did you hear that they received the fake number?
Yeah.
It was pretty much probably speaking to some of the other castmates after the reunion, talking to them like, yo, like what happened? Like I wasn't there, so I didn't know what happened. I spoke, I'm not going to say who, but someone told me about it. I was like, damn, that's savage. Like that's crazy. Like I think every reaction, like you could think of that, everyone on social media and everyone watching it live on TV, like, damn, that's crazy. Like, oh shit. So I didn't expect that. You know what I mean? It was it was definitely jaw dropping.
We heard Ash told us that there may have been other reasons that Taylor gave them a fake phone number. He called her a witch, but it didn't make. I don't think it made air on the reunion, did it?
I don't think so either. I mean, it's definitely brought up that she was a witch. I don't know if she still currently is. On her job title, I don't know, but I do know that there were some things that like the hand. I think she said it with you guys. The hand.
Yes, the palm reading. Yes,
the palm reading, like the energy behind us. Which I'm not. Me personally, I don't think it's definitely like, oh shit. Like I don't think like, listen, like people have that gift. It's cool. I believe in that degree of, if you could see my energy, go ahead, tell me, sis. Like, what's good? Read my palm. Am I gonna be a millionaire? Am I gonna find love finally? Go ahead, read it. Do me the favor. So I could see why Taylor was.
We don't need to ask with you though, Rock. We already know. We already know.
What my future?
Yeah.
Shit.
Success.
Hopefully, I hope so, man.
Yes.
Only the man knows up there. He definitely blessed me with this opportunity.
And us. And Max and I. Yeah.
So don't tell me.
Okay.
Hopefully. But listen, we all make mistakes. Taylor's a great guy. You know what I mean? I'll say that. He made a mistake. He owned up to his mistake. And then you just got to keep moving forward, So
he owned up to his. When did he own up to his mistake?
On his IG live, I think it was.
Okay.
We must have missed that.
We haven't even heard about this.
We must have missed that one.
Yeah.
Max, do you not have push notifications on for us for Taylor's?
What about me? I hope you have my push notifications.
Oh,
Of
yes.
course,
So,
of
yeah,
course
Ray
we
Rock
do.
all the time.
You
Yeah,
know we
yeah,
see
yeah.
everything.
Man, damn.
You know we see everything you do.
Yeah, we're all about Ray Rock.
Hey.
We got the
I hope
push
so.
notifications on Mama Ray Rock. I mean, come on.
Yeah, all about Mama Ray Rock account.
Shout out to Mom. She's watching. Shout out to Mama.
Hey, Mama Ray
Shout
Rock.
out.
Mama Ray Rock.
She's there. If she's there.
We had the
I hope
pleasure
she's
of meeting
there.
your mom off air on the
Yes.
last interview.
Yeah.
We
All
really
about
like
Mama
her.
Ray
She's so
Rock.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She keeps me in line, making sure that I'm on the right track. That I
That's
don't
good.
fall off it.
That's what a good mom does. Yeah.
No, definitely.
So let's see who else have we not covered yet. Let's talk about Luke and Iris. Did you have a feeling? You must have had a pretty good feeling that Iris was going to get proposed to by Luke based on how things were going.
Yeah, I mean, the way she was telling us about Luke and how, I remember me and her specifically talking about it, how he's growing, he's doing this, and you just get the feel of like, okay, like, if Luke's not doing anything with the single women and Iris is being true to herself, and want to focus on their relationship, and you had an idea that she was going to get proposed. Like me personally, I felt that she was going to get proposed, that they were going to get back together. Now, in terms of the other couples, even leaving the island, I had a good indication. Like me just, figuring out who's going to stay together. If anything, my selection would have been Luke and Iris stay together. I thought, honestly, when we do our final interview, they asked us what your predictions of the final bonfires. I said Luke and Iris are going to be together. I said Jillian and Tommy were going to leave together, but I told them Tommy's not going to accept that Tommy's going to leave by himself. That was my prediction. Ashley and Lascelles were going to get back together. That was my prediction. I told them, and I said Ashley and Hani would not get back together. So I was somewhat right. I was off a little bit, but they ask you, like, what was your prediction?
The Tommy prediction is very interesting because Jillian told us that she was never interested in leaving with Tommy and that she just had to say that for the show. But your impression was that you thought that her connection with Tommy really was strong from the perspective of somebody who was there.
Yeah, I mean, look, like it's cool. I mean, like I said, we're all close, but the conversations you see on TV with everyone to get like the Tommy and Jillian, Ashley and Blake, we don't know what they're talking about. So my impression leaving the island was, all right, maybe Jillian and Tommy can work out. You know what I mean? Like that's just my opinion.
Yeah, so you only saw them in like group settings. You didn't like get to see them.
Yeah, like we all talk in group settings. Like I didn't hear what they were really saying. Like in terms of like, they're kind of. So I honestly did thought they were going to leave together, and Tommy's going to be like, nah, like I can't do it. That's what I really thought.
Tommy never like poured out all of his thoughts when you guys were all bunking together at night and
the bunk bed.
When you were bench lifting each other and all that.
Whatever the fuck you guys.
Like saying goodnight to us.
Telling stories under the covers with flashlights. That never came up.
People come in. Yeah, having randos coming in our bunk bed. No, I mean, look, like it was more like stupid shit. Like, what are you gonna do after the experience? Like, me snoring. There was one incident. I think I said on this pod. I was snoring so loud, and I woke everybody up by accident. I never knew I had a snoring problem until they told me, which is hilarious. And just like heart-to-heart type of conversations, like, why are we on the island? Like, we really had vulnerable times at the bunk. Drunk conversations, too. But, I mean, Tommy, he did tell us he liked her a lot. He told us reasons why he didn't want to always be in Jillian's bed. And he explained it, on TV, that one scene where
the air conditioning was better in the bunks, right?
That's one of the reasons. The other reason
that's what we heard from Jillian.
Right. And one of the things he did talk about was his parents, how independent they were, and they don't always have to be around each other 24/7. So we knew about that too, why he didn't want to always be in Jillian's bed, which makes sense.
Right.
He also talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew about that.
Mostly the air conditioning, but that other thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also said in my interviews, and they even asked me before I left, how you feel with Jillian and Tom? I said, that's like that high school love. I said, I root for them. I love it, sign me up for Tommy and Julian. You know, but you know, it makes sense now watching back as a viewer of some of the conversations I didn't hear or I really didn't have a talk with Tommy or Julian about, you know what I mean? So it makes sense to that degree why they didn't work out. So
Yeah. Well, you know, she would have just spent the rest of her life being worried sick if she was with him. So it's a good thing that it didn't work out because you know the fireman thing. It's scary.
Yeah,
you know, it's scary.
It's very scary.
Yeah,
I think anybody that's with Tommy it'd be scary as a fireman. I mean, come on, like
of course,
a fireman. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah,
too scary.
In LA.
At least you know the finances are in check. All that's good. You'll always
he's
have an
loaded.
Update.
He says
You'll
loaded.
always have a status update on the
world.
finances. Yeah.
Yeah. But no bullshit. Like he does travel a lot. Like so with him, his tattoos, he told us on his quads, he's got tattoos from each place he visits. So like the places that I don't know off the top of my head where he went, but every time he goes outside the country or wherever he travels to, he gets tattooed as a remembrance.
Does he have a Temptation Island tattoo now?
He does, and not only that, I do as well.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh,
nice. That's actually a really good one.
Nice.
That's a good one.
So,
I like that.
The story behind that tattoo.
I like that the 4 is also spelled like in Roman numerals, like Rocky 4.
For the audio listeners, it is on his wrist or like his forearm, kind of, and it's 2 palm trees with the 4 in Roman numerals below it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got the sun behind it, and then the water right here. Yeah. So with that, Taylor created the design actually when those boys were at the reunion, and it's me, Taylor, Blake, George. I don't know if James got the tattoo. There's like 4, 5, 6 of us that have a TI tat. I asked Taylor, yo, Taylor, can I get the design for the tattoo? Because TI really did change my life. I had the best time of my life, and that just represents
cool.
the memories I made. So I went to my tattoo guy in Queens, and I said, can we add more to it? He thought of the sun, the 4, and the water to make it pop more.
Cool.
But this is Taylor's actual design.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like a cartoonish vibe, and I like it. You know, it represents TI, and people can clearly see it is. People are like, "Oh, word, you got a TI tab?" Like, yeah. I'm obviously gonna add more to it. The rumor has it there's people saying like I'm gonna get a whole full sleeve of TI tattoo. No, I'm just gonna stick with the wrist. I'm gonna add more to this arm.
You should get a photorealistic tattoo of Mark. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark. I love you, Mark. If you're watching, shout out to you. I would get that man's face on my chest, my back.
Why not a face?
On my back,
why not a face tat with Mark's face on your face?
Maybe the face he makes when he hears the couples.
Yeah.
Like that, maybe like right here. And so every time I make the face, it's Mark and me making that face. So, I'll get a Mark.
You can feel the tension.
You're growing. You're on the journey.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get that quote on me.
Yeah, you could get one. Yeah, you could get one of Mark's many quotes. This is about
you. Gotta grow.
This is about you. Yeah.
You're standing here holding your shit together.
Yeah. Unless if he gets a Ray Rock tattoo, saying Ray Rock, I'll get a Mark tattoo. You heard it here, folks.
Okay, we're gonna reach out to him. We're gonna make sure that happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's really true, dude. If you don't say your truth, you don't get it.
It's really true, dude. I like that.
You just don't get it. That'd be fantastic.
There's so many good quotes that you could get tattooed on you from Mark. There's just endless.
We're a team, pal. We got you.
I love that one. We're a team, pal.
We're a team, pal.
We got you.
I love it. And again, Mark, if you get a Ray Rock tattoo, I'll get a Mark tattoo somewhere on my body.
Oh, that's great.
Ray Rock, any other tea you want to spill? Any other behind the scenes stuff? You don't have to. We're just wondering. Anything that we need to know about?
I mean, not really on the top of my head, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I pretty much spilled a lot of tea as it is. I mean, I was there for the Lascelles Lexi incident Halloween weekend. I was pretty much there. I heard about what happened at the reunion beforehand. And then watching it as a viewer, you know what happens, but you don't know how it's going to be edited. I didn't know about the end results in terms of who was still together, who was not together, what was the decisions making. The whole Edgar saying I'm gonna leave and then decides to take Marissa, that was a shocker. Like I was like, oh shit. So stuff like that, I really didn't know.
Yeah. Do you think that Edgar just thought of that randomly on the spot, or do you think there was other influence involved in that?
I mean, I think it was just more like him just like overthinking everything and making a decision and a very rash decision. So I think it has something to do with some hand holding, yeah, but at the end of the day, it came out of his mouth, right? His decision.
Yeah.
As we all do as humans, right? So
Yeah.
I definitely think he should have told Julian straight up about it, like, hey, like I'm gonna leave Marissa. But at the end of the day, we make one decision and then we regret. So it is what it is.
For sure. Yeah.
I think he regretted a few of his decisions though at the reunion. He's pretty regretful.
I mean that reunion was rough. I mean
that was
like
sad.
I said, I wish I was there, so I could put my 2 cents in and be more like I would be like the calm guy and like not the hype man. Be like I'll show everyone this side. Like, hey, listen, everybody was drinking. This is what happened. This occurred. It is what it is. I'm a witness.
Love it.
But at the same time, it didn't make sense in terms of me being there because my storyline. I didn't find love and I never got a date. Technically, if we're gonna be technical with the TV edit, I really didn't help the women, but really I helped. I put my 2 cents in helping them. You know what I mean? So America really didn't see that. Like I wish they would have shown more of that. I wish they would have shown more of me and the women's conversation one-on-one. Like for example, me and Iris, me and Ashley had great convos. I had great convos honestly with all of them, all 4 of them. It's unfortunate I didn't make the cut.
But look, you were the master of the parties, and the parties are integral to growth. So you were like a big part of it.
Yes.
You know what's funny? I really am like that in real life. I told you guys that when me and Marissa were on here a while ago. I was happy at least that they did show that side of me, like the party, the outgoing, loud Italian from New York, which friends and family and people that I don't even know that come up to me and no bullshit. I'll tell you guys straight up, and the people watching, I do get recognized a lot, especially in New York, especially in the tri-state. I could tell you a couple of stories. Like for example, I was in Belmar not too long ago. It was me and my buddy, and I got recognized. A kid that was working at Jersey Mike's, cooking it up, and he recognized me from the TV show. And then his employees, he's 14 years old, 15 years old, this kid. Then he told his employees, and the employees were like, "Oh my God, we had each other's Instagrams. We took some pictures."
That's fun.
Joe, so shout out to Joe if he's ever watching this. Then we put T.I. on their TV. The manager came out like, "What's going on?" And then they said, "Oh, he's on TV." So that was a very cool experience. That same day, I remember going out.
That's nice.
Yeah, me and my buddy, we went to this place called DJ's. 3 guys.
Shout out to DJ's.
Guys.
Infamous
Shout out to
Jersey
DJ's
spot.
Belmar. Yeah. Shout out to them.
So this is all Jersey references that I'm not.
Dude, DJ's
right now,
is like is infamous. Like my mom used to go there like when she was like in her early 20s. Like it's like a long-standing Jersey Shore spot.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's great. It's fantastic. You gotta go. We still go. Shit.
We all gotta go.
All right.
We gotta go.
I'm hopping on a plane. I'll see you guys soon.
Let's go, God. Good time. Let's get it.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. As long as we get some disco fries and do a Jersey slide on the way, that's all I want. Yeah.
So real quick, again, so those 3 guys, biggest guys you ever meet. This guy goes to me, he goes, T.I. I was like, yeah. He goes, Ray Rock. I go, bro, what's up, dog? He goes, we were talking, he was telling his boys about it. Yo, this Ray Rock. He's like, oh shit, like what's up? And he was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're one liner. I hated you. He said straight up, I hated you. Straight up. And then he goes, well, you a funny guy. I was like, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. So
wow, a little backhanded
hella funny.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. But it was funny as hell. But that was just a quick example of, I have been getting recognized in a very positive way.
Yeah.
And I go back to how I spoke to you guys, spoke to other people in the past, how just me being funny, yeah, I got a little airtime, but it's enough airtime to where people recognize me and people are like, "Oh shit, word." And the best is when they
You
do
made an
see
impression,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, I made a good impression in terms of funny, being loud, outgoing, stuff like that. Of course, I wish, again, Ti showed my vulnerable side, how I really, you know, was open to talking about my past and why I came to
Yeah.
Temptation Island. I wish they would have showed the conversation me and Ashley had. We had great conversations. I wish they would have showed me and Iris's conversation. Me and her got really deep. So then when you guys told me that I was in consideration of being selected on the final date, that would have made sense in terms of why, because at that point we became really good friends and we had really good conversation. That it's unfortunate they didn't show, but they have to make a TV show, right? They have to show a specific storyline, and unfortunately, they didn't make the edit.
Ray Rock, are we going to see you on TV again? We want to see you on TV another time.
Yeah,
Are you applying to shows? Are you applying?
I want to see Meet the Ray Rocks, and we get the whole family. We get Mama Ray Rock.
Meet the Ray Rocks.
Please.
Meet Mama Pops.
Yeah, get the whole family up in the boogie down, and
it's funny. I tell my family this all the time, man. I said, we'd be great for TV, and then my mom goes, the shit that we fight about, it wouldn't be good. But I was like, but Mom, it'd be good for TV.
It'd be so good.
The Iannacones or the Ray Rocks.
People love Italian people. They want to watch them on TV. They find them very fascinating. It's
Oh yeah, but to answer your question, with TV, I'll say this: I'm not opposed to being on TV again if it's the right situation, right circumstance for me. I feel like with Ti. Thank you. I feel like with Ti, it gave me a platform of confidence. It gave me a voice. Going back to last year, how I went through an incident with an ex of mine, and ultimately led me to applying for the TV show. And I didn't think I was going to get the call back. Got the call back, went through the process, and then I got selected. It was a great experience because it really was. I'm a Catholic, so it really was the big man himself. Lord was like, "Hey, Ray, you're going to go through this with your ex, but at the same time, even though you're at your low point, you're now going to embark on an amazing journey." Who would have thought, right? And now I could see myself being on TV. I could see myself on another dating show or compete for money because I'm ready, man. I'm ready for the world got a taste of me. Now I'm ready for the world to see all of me. Quote me on that. Sign me that. That's a quote.
I'm gonna tattoo that quote on me, on my arm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm ready for the world to see all of me, and with this, I hope people that do watch this see that there's more to me than just a funny party guy. But I will say, of
course. Well, that's what we've enjoyed getting to know you a lot better, Ray Rock, because we wanted to have you on at the beginning just because you were fun and you were on the show. We loved the way you hyped everything up, but it's been really nice getting to know like the real Ray Rock, and it's you're a really nice guy, and the whole cast has literally nothing but nice things to say about you. Every single person we've interviewed has had like nothing but praises to say, which we cannot say that for many cast members. You're one of the few that everybody speaks very positively about,
I appreciate that. And that was my aunt and uncle. Shout out to them. Appreciate
cool.
Yeah.
we got Ray Rock's. We got the Ray Rock family in the chat.
Meet the Ray Rocks coming soon.
We got to make it happen.
We got to make it happen.
Get the audition tape going. Get it going. Come on.
I'm gonna peacock.
So yeah, no, I've just been blessed.
Peacocking for Peacock. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say this. Even after Ti, I love to announce. I already announced this already, but I am sponsored now by an underwear company called Crazy Boxers. So that's an exciting time right now for me. My first sponsorship.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, got some content with them coming. Let's go!
There's Baby Yoda boxers.
Wow.
For all you Star Wars fans, for all you Mandalorian heads. They got Baby Yoda. folks, if there was ever a time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, it is right now, because you are just not going to be able to really soak this in if you're an audio listener. You got to subscribe to youtube.com/reality alert. Check out this interview and go buy some of those boxers. What was the brand name again?
Yeah, it's Crazy Boxers.
Crazy Boxers.
Crazy Boxers. It's a European company that came to the U.S. and so what I spoke to them about was I am their first USA TV person to be sponsored by them. So it's really tremendous honor. Very cool. And we did some skits. I got paid for the day, and funny content's coming. So stay tuned for that. It's a lot of fun, funny skits that I've done. Big announcements for them. First sponsorship. I'm blessed, but it wouldn't be because of TI. Without TI, this wouldn't have happened. So I'm really fortunate, and hopefully more sponsorships are coming. I'm very excited about the future. I'll say this. I'm very excited about what's to come for me. I have more opportunities coming, more stuff lined up, more modeling opportunities, I'll say, too, because I do that on the side. I have to take a pause on it because right now I'm working a lot. I'm working every day for my job. But I'm just blessed right now. I'm blessed with this opportunity from TI. I'm blessed for more opportunities, and I do hope another TV show opportunity comes my way because I'm ready for it.
I hope
again,
so too.
like I said, and I say again, the world got to know some of me. I'm ready for the world to know all of me.
Cheers to a good time. Let's get it.
Well, I hope whatever show you end up on, we'll be covering it.
Oh, definitely. You guys are. If I ever find love, you guys are coming to the wedding. I want you guys to know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You guys.
Is it going to be at DJ's? Is it at DJ's?
Yes, DJ's wedding.
Yeah, that's it. We've been pumping our fist, house music.
Yes.
Some old school stuff.
The Jersey Devil will officiate the wedding. It's going to be great.
It'd be a fantastic time. But either that or we do it in the Bronx. You meet the whole family.
Yeah.
There you go. That sounds fun as hell. Yeah.
You'll meet everybody pretty much.
Well, Ray Rock, we loved having you on throughout the season. We loved chatting with you. It felt like you were like our Temptation Island correspondent almost for the entire season.
And our North Star leading us through the darkness.
Yes.
I try, man. Listen,
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
You ask for help, I receive. So. I appreciate you guys. You do a tremendous job of not only covering TI, you guys do a tremendous job of doing what you guys do of covering other TV shows.
Thank you.
I look forward to, like we spoke about off camera, but doing more covers of other shows because I am a reality show fan. I do watch other shows. I'm a big fan of it now.
We'd love to have you on more.
I'd be more than happy to come on. Yeah, and then especially if they ever do a season 5 TI, I would love to cover that with you guys too. Talk my input, give some advice to the singles, the couples, all the shebang.
Yeah.
So
let's hope they do
also
season 5.
Yeah, and if they do, I'll tell you people this. Come here. Come closer to the camera so you can see me. People, I'll tell you this. You're signing up what you're signing up for. Be ready for it. Okay? It's not for everybody. Be ready. For the singles, have fun. Be yourself. For the couples, God bless your soul. God bless your soul. Because it's toxic. I'll say that. So
underline, bold.
For the singles, God bless, have fun, do you. Couples, God bless your soul. Hella toxic. That's all I'll say. I'll never bring my girlfriend on
If
that.
you are looking for a very creative way to break up, this might be the show for you.
The show for you. It'll be fantastic. But if you want to just see what happens, no.
Yeah.
Nope, you're not gonna catch me with my girlfriend. Nope. If I ever did have one. Nope. And if you do see me on it, money. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, for everyone else, please join us tomorrow for some our final Temptation Island interviews. We're very excited about these. At 1 p.m., we'll be interviewing Marissa. Going to figure out what went down with Edgar and what their status is currently. So everything happened with Marissa at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then at 2:30, as we talked about before, we're going to have Ashley at 2:30 p.m. Eastern figure out what's going on with her new boyfriend, see everything that went down with Lascelles, and just talk to her about the whole season. So we're very excited to talk to Ashley.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow about that. As we said, follow us on YouTube. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. You can follow us on Twitch at Reality Alert. And make sure to check out our Patreon. We have a new Patreon podcast. You can only do it if you, you can follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Reality Alert. So there's 3 different tiers. The first one is only $5 a month. So be sure to check that out. Ben,
Weekly
anything
content.
else?
No, follow our guy Ray Rock too on socials, Instagram and Twitter. I think he's official Ray Rock on Instagram.
Yep.
Twitter, you're like Ray Rock 23 or something. Is that what it is?
223. Yeah.
223. Okay. Yeah. Follow Ray Rock, guys. Yeah.
Follow. Come on. There's a lot more exciting stuff coming. You don't want to miss the new journey that I'm embarking.
There you
Come
go.
on. Buy some underwear.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Buy some new underwear. Shit. Socks are coming out too. Come on. It's coming. Woo!
Well, folks, thank you for
me, people.
Thank you for joining us on this episode. Ray Rock, it's been a blast. We appreciate you.
It's been a blast. Thank you.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
We're gonna turn them up because they deserve better, and what better way than to find this gentleman?